Well, let's pick off right where we left off, shall we? So in the last video, I went out like a bitch to these bear traps, but I know the secret, so all I gotta do is run forward to trigger the first one, run backwards a little bit, and then run forward again. So here we go. Alright. Yeah, perfect. Okay. But we do run into a situation here, because I can't just jump this gap. So let's go back up here, climb onto this rope, and you can see that those cowards, I'll use the nice word for them, cowards have already gone back into their treehouse and pulled the rope up, so I just gotta kind of walk away from that at this point. And then we'll keep moving into the darkness on the right here and hope that the spider doesn't come back. Although, I guess I kind of tipped you off because of course that is exactly what's going to happen. So the spider coming, we're going to push the log in and this should give us enough to get across. As long as we time our jumps properly. Obviously, as you've probably guessed, you can't jump in the water. If your head goes underwater for too long, you seem to die. It's not an exact science. Well, you know, I'm sure on the programming side it probably is an exact science, but as a player, it's not an exact science. So now we'll do a little... Oh, I botched that one. Severely. Alright, this will be the end of my life. Let's try that one more time. We're supposed to do a little bit of a seesaw action there, so as soon as the spider pushes down on the log, we'll just kind of jump to our next destination, but it didn't turn out the way I expected it to, or the way I wanted it to anyway. Expectations are not necessarily high for me. Not saying I'm a bad Limbo player, because, you know, the whole point of the game is that you should die a lot because it's kind of interesting. It's kind of, I guess, Meat Boy-esque in a way, or in that way, I should say. I seem to have made the same mistake again. So I'll become a shish kebab one more time. What was the secret to this one? Oh, running jump. That's got to be it. One of the few quirks in this game is that, and you know it makes perfect sense actually, given that the game is actually seemingly governed by realistic physics, is that running jumps give you a lot more distance than just standing jumps. Again, that makes perfect sense, but sometimes I forget. So now when he pushes down here, we should be able to do a running jump off the top and then promptly be killed by the spider. Looks like I've hit my first roadblock. Which is strange because I don't remember this being that much of a problem on my my first playthrough. I think I got it on the first try. Anyway, let's give it one more try before I resign myself to failure and look up the solution. So we got a teeter-totter here. Yeah, I think maybe I want to do a running jump as it goes up. I don't know. Seem to have caught myself in a tricky situation here. I'm going to try this again 400 or 500 more times, and through the power of editing, you will just see the end result, the good stuff. Alright, so here comes Mr. Spider. He's going to step on this, propelling it upwards. And I'm going to jump. Oh, and I made it. Okay. Finally. I'm not even sure what I did differently, to be honest with you. But obviously there was something. And we'll continue our great escape here. The spider can make it. Oh, no, he slipped off the edge. Alright. And we'll also break this stick here and start this rock in motion, which should Indiana Jones this spider into submission once and for all. Which is good considering all of the trouble that he's caused us so far. Not that many deaths, I guess. I was mostly killed by Newton's law of gravity. But we are actually not done with the spider yet. We will see him a little bit later, and he'll actually be helpful to us for once. Until then, we will just continue our paper cutout silhouette world journey that we have going on here. Pretty soon, the game stops being about survival, in a way, and starts being more about puzzle solving. And that's where Limbo really hits his stride, I think. This first part does a great job of establishing the tone of the game, which is really something that's important to get across early on, because it's pretty different than anything, well, not different than anything I've ever played before, but certainly unusual for most puzzle platformers. Watch out for this guy's arm. I think... Oh, watch out! Oh, man! I should have known that was coming. Again, this part is actually not difficult. You just gotta get him to attack once. And then, I think you're okay. Yeah, then you grab his leg and just rip it out. Oh yeah, that's beautiful. Disgusting. And then every time you walk over the leg, it does this little twitch, and it scares the shit out of me every time because I think the spider's coming to life, or like every single one of his legs is going to be its own boss. I don't know. Now I gotta push the spider's lemon-shaped body over here. The guy doesn't have the strength right now, though. Maybe I'll have to get on the other side and pull it. Try not to get crushed by its abdomen. Then we'll have a few interactions with the locals. At least I assume they're local. I don't know. Maybe they're vacationers. Push the lemon in here. This should give us a path that we can use to cross. And then we're going to interact with some other kids, and we're not really sure what their deal is, and, you know, not to spoil it for you, but we never do find out. Let's come down into the caves, and this is where I would really consider the kind of second act of the game to begin, where things become much more physics-based puzzles and a lot less just kind of like running away and platforming. Anyway, you can see that we're standing on this crate here with a guy inside of it. Kind of reminds me of Casey Jones' ancestor in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3. Probably a reference that not many people are going to get. We'll drop this crate down here. Crates are like your most important friend in this game. It's like the companion cube in Portal. They are the key to so many puzzles in this game. Crates and boxes and balls. Video game tropes used to great effect here. As we get deeper and deeper, the puzzles will become harder and harder, as you would expect. But all of the puzzles are really elegantly designed. It's kind of like Braid in that way. That all the puzzles have a solution that is not necessarily obvious, but once you figure it out, you're like, oh my god, I can't believe I didn't figure that out sooner. And actually, I talked over the menacing tone that insinuated or announced that things are getting real right now. You saw that guy kill himself with that slug on his head. Those slugs are one of the most annoying enemies in the game, but also one of the most interesting. So here, you can see, I might as well illustrate this death since I'm already over here. If you jump on top of this tripwire, you're going to get crushed, and there's not a whole lot you can do about that. But what you're supposed to do is come back here, ruthlessly pick this guy out of the water, and we're going to desecrate his remains by using them to trigger this trap here. But considering these guys are kind of dicks to me so far, I don't feel too bad about it. So we'll just let him slide in there. Oops! Sorry, family of the deceased. It was a total accident. And now, step on a couple of those worms, which is good because they're going to be a pain in the ass later. Come down here. And mystery awaits us in this shadowy cavern. Ah, yes, this is one of my favorite puzzles in the game, actually. Because you see that switch in the middle, and you're like, okay, maybe I should not step on that. But unfortunately, not stepping on that actually causes the piston to fire. So what you have to do here, jump on the button, and then run across. And then you think, okay, I gotta jump on the button, that's the trick. And then you jump on the button, and you get killed. Kind of the game having fun with you. And I like that. So you remember, always remember the pattern. Jump on the button, don't jump on the button. At all costs, don't jump on the button. And then we'll see Jack from Lord of the Flies here with his crew coming to hunt us down. So we gotta run away as fast as we can. Remember the pattern? Jump on the button. Oh! My mistake. I thought for a second about playing that off like it was intentional. But I assure you it was not. Let's do that one more time. Little moments of levity that, you know, make a Let's Play exciting. Run away from these guys. Don't jump on the button. Then jump on the button. This guy's gonna jump on the button, you fool! Oh my god, I'm an idiot. Okay. Pay attention this time. Jump on the button. Don't jump on the button. Alright. Jump across. Jump back across. Walk away from these guys. Don't jump on the button. Okay. I said don't jump on the button, you fool! Okay. Jump on the button. Excellent. Now that was way, way, way harder than it should have been for me. But anyway. It's done now. It's over. We can move on. So now those things don't come up because apparently those guys were made out of super glue. And then we'll just run across. Feel bad for that guy. He clearly did not know the pattern. Then again, I guess neither did I. And we'll walk across here. And we have another puzzle to do now. And this one actually gave me a lot of trouble the first time I played it. And now I am trying to figure out how to do it because I have totally forgotten. So I think we jump up here. And we're going to want to do some swinging on this rope, maybe. Or maybe not. I can't quite remember. Oh, you know what? Actually, I think I do remember. We're going to pull that rope all the way down. All the way down. Then we're going to come across here. Pull this cart out. Okay, I'm going to give this one more try. I was totally talking out of my ass. I don't remember how to do this puzzle at all. But I think it'll come back to me pretty soon. I'm going to hit that. Jump on... Okay, yeah. I think I can figure this out. My IQ is nearly 3 digits, so I should be able to get this one without too much trouble. 3 digits on a good day. So we'll pull this until it goes all the way down. All the way down and it stops. And then we're going to run for our fucking lives. And maybe I might actually be able to get a little bit of a swing out of this. Well, not much, so... I'm not going to get much of a momentum boost, but it is something. These rope puzzles get a lot fucking harder. So this one should really be child's play. Okay, yeah. That's good. And then we'll just swing over to the other one. Pull this one down, and then if we time it right, we should be able to run through. Oh god, my brains! Come on! Okay, that was closer than it needed to be. But that's alright, we made it through. And hearing some dangerous stuff here. Oh, this is actually one of my favorite puzzles that we're coming up to. You saw that kind of creature there. We're not going to worry about him too much right now. Okay, and here's our first interaction with these kind of mind slugs. So basically, these cause you to walk in a direction, and you can't change your direction. You can only go faster, or you can jump. And you saw when we walked into sunlight, they changed direction. So that's kind of the crux of your puzzles. Just survive until you hit some sunlight, and eventually you'll encounter situations where they'll come off. Because these things will eat them. But first, I believe we need to get that box so we can jump on the box, and then when we do that, we can jump up and one of those scary things will eat the slug on our head. Ah, excellent. So, now we'll continue moving. Well, I can't remember if we need this crate later. Obviously not, because we can't go across that boulder. It's always good habit just to carry it with you, because you never know. Crates come in handy a lot in this game. Now, what is this? I believe this is, Oh, alright, this is how we generate electricity a little bit later. Okay. Let's... Ah, this is the one. Okay, so this guy's a little scared right now. What we have to do, if I remember correctly, do a little running jump across here, knock down some mushrooms. Yeah, and then he's going to come out, and we're going to block his way back in. Ah, yes, this is perfect. So this little gremlin here is going to get trapped inside, and we're basically going to use him as a slave to run around that hamster wheel and generate some sparks for us. And this will cause the whole situation to get lit up. And it also caused it to rain, which was a little bit unexpected. But hey, it works in mysterious ways, right? Now we're done with those mushrooms, which is something I never thought I'd say when I was a 16-year-old kid. And then you can see there's kind of these pipes here. And the pipes are broken. Isn't that something that Ken says in Street Fighter? Anyway. We're going to drag this over to about here. And then that's going to be used as a platform for us. For two things. The first is just to grab onto this pipe. Come back in. And then the second is as a bridge for us to jump across after we fill up this reservoir here. So we just let that fill up, fill up, fill up, and then we'll do, hopefully, a running jump across, and then a second running jump across, and we'll be safe. The reservoir drains fast, so we got to be pretty quick. Ah, but that was perfect. I've been knocking my skills so far in the game, so I don't mind saying some good things about them for once. And if I'm not mistaken, we're moving towards one of the game's showpieces. If not in this video, it'll definitely be in the next video. Something that was shown off in a lot of the promotional material for the game. Let's climb up this moss and enter... I don't even know where we are right now. It looks like the mouth of a mechanical fox. We'll slide down here and begin the next part of our journey. Ah, crate. I wonder if we're going to need to use this. Let's grab this. And, oh, okay. I have a vague memory of what we're supposed to be doing here. I believe we're entering the section of the game called the water section. At least I call it the water section. Basically, all the puzzles here are going to involve water and machinery. And really well done. Usually water levels in games are shitty. And I don't feel bad about saying that. Water temple in every Legend of Zelda, usually the worst temple. Or the hardest temple, or the most frustrating temple at least. Water level in Super Mario World, or Super Mario Bros. Any Super Mario game pretty much, even the 3D ones. Not as good as the stuff that you get on land. Donkey Kong Country. That game does good flying, or good water levels, I'll give it that. Donkey Kong Country and Limbo. 2 games with good water levels. So that puzzle was relatively easy. If you missed the solution to that one, I can't help you because it was relatively easy. I think you should pretty much be able to get that on first sight. Essentially, we're just going to ride these crates upwards. Obviously, if we fall into the water, we'll drown, so we're going to try to avoid that as much as possible. Not that different from real life, really, when you think about it. Soon that water is going to tumble down here. We've got to get out of the way. And this is a really long puzzle, actually. It's pretty persistent. You've got to stay on the ball. I'm not sure if you have to do this all in one go, or if you have to restart at the beginning if things are messed up. My guess is that there's probably checkpoints along the way. We could see. I might mess this up. Basically, we've got this helium-filled balloon here. We're just going to push that down and then try to outrun our impending watery grave. If we go up here and stand on top of this crate, it will push us to our next destination. Great game design there. You can see that there is a sloped corner so that the balloon always rolls into the crate. It's essential. I can't imagine how pissed off I would be if the balloon just got randomly stuck in the corner for no reason. So as soon as we can make this jump, I'm going to do it, because my raft doesn't look as sturdy as I would like it to be. Here we are. Maybe I'll do one more puzzle, and then I'll call it a day for this wow, what a slip there. Call it a day for this part of the Limbo Let's Play. So you can see when I do this, I raise the water level. And what we're going to try to do here is get it so the water levels are basically even, and you'll see why that is in a little while. Maybe a little bit more on the left side in order for us to be able to make that jump to the center. That might not be enough. I remember this puzzle being pretty difficult. Oh, that's definitely going to be enough. And then when we do this, it will drop this back into the water, raising the water level a little bit, allowing us to get onto this crate and hopefully being able to make the jump. Excellent. So I will end this part of the Let's Play right here, and I will see you guys next time. Thanks for watching Let's Play Limbo.